I look like Jeffrey Dahmer. Is it insensitive to say I look like Dahmer's on the podcast?
I think you have to.
I have to.
Yeah.
Wayne's World.
First week of Halloween. That's exciting. There's clearly a big divide right now on who's excited over Halloween and who's not.
I'm the one wearing a wig. I look like Dahmer's.
It's just Dahmer, but yeah.
Dahmer's.
Mm-mm. But
And I'm so sick right now.
yeah, it sounds it, but
Yeah.
you can't change rock and roll. If it's not obvious, it's a Wayne's World. Little rock. Wayne and Garth.
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
Garth.
Don't be stingy.
I don't know another Garth, but okay, thank you. But yeah, so we changed it up for Halloween. We added a bunch of spooky stuff.
These are way more thick.
Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, but
That's where we went to camp, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. Swimming lessons were off the hook.
Not a lot of people knew how to swim though.
Yeah.
That's how they catch you though. Do you know what this one is though?
I do not.
Halloween. Right? Yeah. Yeah, when I saw it, I couldn't figure it out at first, but then I saw it said Halloween. But. So, I guess to start it off, we should decide what the best genre of scary movies is.
What do you mean?
Like, so for the Halloween season, to get you into the mood, once these leaves really start to fall and you want to get into the spooky feels, what genre is going to put you in that?
I started off.
I think you got to go. So the genres I think are slasher, paranormal,
Gore. Would that go with slasher?
No, I think you can go like
Saws and gore.
yeah, that's definitely not a like
Human Centipede. That's gore.
yeah, or like
Chucky's a slasher.
Yeah.
Scream's a slasher.
Mhm.
Halloween would be a slasher. No, Halloween.
Yeah.
Slasher.
Yeah. Monster.
Good monsters.
Well, not anymore, but I mean, monster movies used to be
They don't make a
just
good monster movie anymore.
the horror genre.
Yeah.
But
What else? There's see, I started off October with The Shining. I think that's an underrated horror movie.
it's only like the most popular.
No. Who in October watches The Shining for Halloween? Have you watched Shining yet?
I don't really watch it at all.
Exactly.
To be honest,
Underrated. Do you watch the what do you call it? Dr. Sleep or Sleepy Doctor, whatever you call it, the sequel? The Slumberful Doctor?
No, I've heard that was cool though.
It was weird. Are you gonna go see Halloween Ends or whatever?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it in theater.
I wanted to see it in theater, but I just don't know when.
Well, it comes out in theaters and whatever at the same time.
Yeah, but I'm a lonely fella over here. Got no one to go to the movies with.
You can just go to Mass. Just go.
Yeah, but there's no good theaters down there.
Theater's a theater.
No, it's not. You wouldn't. The popcorn is not good. I've already seen 2 horror movies there. I saw X, the movie where Kid Cudi makes a porn, and Scream.
I don't know. Well, back to my question is, to me, it's
Slasher.
Yeah, I always have to go slasher.
I like anything with like a jump scare.
Or
I like paranormal, but it's hard to find a good one.
I just don't like paranormal because it takes me out of it. I don't feel like I don't watch it going like, oh, I could go to bed tonight and there'd be a ghost.
I'm the opposite.
Really?
There's a ghost probably with us right now, big guy.
Well, we could call
We
Carlissa.
could call Carly.
Carly could
And her ankle, she could wobble down here.
jump on the horn.
Yeah. Breaking news, Carly broke her ankle yesterday.
Jeez. What a mess. Poor kid.
I know, I think she's an actual cast.
We don't know. She could have been pushed.
I think she got pushed.
She
by a
could have.
ghost.
She could have.
The ghost
They
probably pushed
saw.
her.
They saw her
They saw that
on and was like, "Whoa,
She's talking shit.
you're literally telling people about us. That's not okay."
That's not cool.
And
You're gonna. You saw dead people. You're like, feel.
then now you're
Now
dead.
you're dead.
Now you're a dead person. I think it's slasher though. I think slashers.
I don't think this is a very good topic.
Well, so how does do you think a ghost is more realistic than an actual psychopath? Like a real person.
Cause maybe I'm a bigger psychopath. Homie comes in my room thinking he's gonna fuck me up, and I'm like, "Bop!" Got a chainsaw.
I don't know.
What if inside we're all the psychopath we're scared of? All right. You don't know what human are capable of.
Know what I keep forgetting to bring up? Okay, this was super off topic, but I was getting
My twin.
no, I was getting my tattoo done, and we were talking about space and stuff, and
Oh, she's opening up her own shop.
yes. Well, so we were talking about space and all that, and
Oh my god, you copied
No.
your brother's tattoo.
no,
That's really
her and her apprentice like shares a room with her. They moved into this super big room, and she goes, I was just laying there kind of listening to something, so I wasn't really like super vocal in the conversation, and she was like, have you ever thought about like how people believe in what is it called,
Aliens?
reincarnation?
Oh, yeah.
She was like, but what if you get reincarnated as like something else from a different planet? Like you get reincarnated and you're not on this earth. And I like sat up and I was like, what? And she was like, oh, you haven't thought of that?
I've never thought.
I go, you just changed the game. Like that really messed me up for the day.
Well, have you ever thought of? So
Well, like every time someone brings up reincarnation, you're like, oh man, yeah, that would suck to like get hit by a bus and then wake up and you're a cow. But like,
you're not even on Earth.
yeah,
Maybe you're on a spaceship.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you're a completely different species from a different planet.
Did you ever
Like,
listen to Logic's Everybody album? What was that? What was that? What did you just do with your eye?
I was just like whoa, what? Like it'd just be a wild thought.
Okay. Have you listened to Logic's Everybody album?
I don't know.
Do you know what it's about? So it's
What's that album look like?
It's the one with all the people on it. So like they're all sitting down having the Holy Supper, basically,
Oh.
on a different planet.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole premise behind the story of the album is you're reincarnated, but you aren't reincarnated into a god until you've lived every life on Earth. So I could be me right now. I could die and come back as you in the past, the future.
So any person who's
so-
ever been alive, you have to be them.
Before you can become like a celestial god.
But doesn't that mean then there's only one person?
Mm-hmm. But then there's a world of gods, and that's when you live. And that's the thing is he says.
Yeah, but then that person dies.
And that's what he says is he's like, so I'm the slave and the slave master. I'm the Jew and the Nazi. And he's like, you have to live every life to appreciate life. And it's really like trippy the way, because Neil deGrasse Tyson voices like the overseer. It's really weird, really trippy. It's really cool.
But then that means God dies. Because for you to
But you
become
are
God, God dies.
No, but
So you take his place.
you're living every person on Earth.
Yeah.
Who said God's on Earth?
Mm-hmm.
Who said God didn't live every life on a different planet and now he's overseeing us? Until we can become a god and oversee our own planet.
I got lost.
You got lost.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's trippy. It's weird to think about.
Hmm.
But like, it is weird to think of like, Imagine you are reincarnated, but then you get shot back and you're Napoleon.
Become short.
Yeah.
You're just like, this is sick. I'm a leader.
I'm a
And then you
leader,
look in the mirror. You're
But
like,
I'm 4'7".
you're like, no.
You have a little like squeaky voice. No.
Yeah.
Not again.
No.
I want to be an alien.
Get the ladder. Who do you think would be the best dictator to be?
The best dictator to be?
Yeah. Like, not like the best guy, because obviously there's not really any good dictators.
Like the best life to live?
Who do you like? Who would be the one to be?
Kim Jong-un. He invented his own version of basketball. Have you seen that?
Wow, that's a good argument.
Like
I didn't even think about
who
it.
do you know is able to start their own league of a sort, but not just start a league like the XFL. You can change every fucking rule you want, and everybody listens. You can be playing in the game and say that shot was worth 15 points, and they agree.
See, that argument didn't do it for me. It was just the name.
And he doesn't have a butthole.
Well, see, what sold it for
Didn't
me
he have views in North Korea?
is that probably, yeah, him.
We just got canceled in North Korea.
Well, like, when you think, yeah, I mean, that's got to be the answer. Because, like, I was going to say Hitler, because, like...
you cannot say you want to be Hitler.
I think he's the best, because, like, he could do no wrong to the people who followed him. Like,
No, but think about it like this.
No,
Hitler didn't
but-
fuck.
what?
Kim Jong-un definitely fucks.
I don't know. He might not. You might be okay with it if, like, you literally just get, like, whatever you want whenever you say. But this is where you turned me right away. Like, as soon as you said it, I was like, I was wrong. My answer is wrong no matter what. Because, because he's in, like, the 21st century, making people believe anything he says. And he's, like, so powerful and he's so nonsensical where, like, current day people, like, we are like, just let him do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah. Can't do anything about it now.
Where you're like, it's not like at some point someone put their hand on Hitler's chest and was like, all right, buddy,
You're doing too much.
Let's take a step back. No one's doing it to this chubby guy.
And did you see, like, a few years ago,
Wow.
he pretended to be dead to see who would celebrate?
Mm-mm.
He put out in the news, he's like, Kim Jong-un dies of heart attack. And it killed, like, 5 people because they celebrated.
It's pretty cool, though, to just have, like, I don't know.
I
I think I'd get drunk with power if they were just like, who do you want to die? All right, we'll get it done. Like,
Poor Tarot over there.
mm-hmm. Watch it, buddy. I followed what you said.
I
And
know I saw that in the Snapchat you sent me.
Yeah. I think it was time we had to give him.
He's just a little too naked.
We had to give him some drip.
Some drip.
Yeah, I only said that because I was told.
You should put a do-rag on him.
I was told,
Or
by one of our
put a
kids
cigarette
at our game he comes up to me and goes, I did nothing to provoke this insult. And he goes, you ain't got no drip, man. I go, what? He goes, you got no drip. I go, what do you want me to do? And he's like, you could put, like, those sneakers on, man. You could get something. I was like, dude, what do we...
You were on Tarot.
I was like, damn, man. Like, where is this? I was like...
Who is this? Blank out their name. Do I know them?
No.
Okay.
No. But I was like, he was like, me? What are you talking about? Look at you. It's like...
That's what I told one of
Oh,
my
man. I was like, damn.
That happened, well, last week. Or every week I've been talking to one player who's got drip on her team. And I was like, dude, you need to get this player's swag up because this is his first year he's playing. He's freaking insane. And he's wearing, like, a white t-shirt under his black jersey. And wearing, like, high, like, neon green socks.
There's nothing worse than being new to a sport.
And being good at it.
No.
Yes, because he
No.
doesn't know how to get...
No. It's almost better if you're good and look dumb because then you're like, oh my god, like
No,
this
he
is
looks
what's
goofy.
beating us. If you are bad and you look bad, like, Oh,
That's even worse.
it's tough because not only
I
do you
think
get
it's
made
worse to
fun of, you
look
get made
good
fun
and
of.
be bad though. I think that's the worst combo.
I think it's the other way around. I think it's worse to be bad and look bad. Because
No, because that's I don't know.
if you at least look good, they're like, oh, he might be something. You know, it's just like, oh, maybe he's getting in trouble, so they make him not be able to play. You know.
Yeah, I had a player today. We're doing just like running plays, and we put the seconds in, so the starters come over, and he goes, "Spinny, I heard you have a girlfriend. She plays D1 hockey." I was like, "Where'd you hear that?" He goes, "Little birdie," and walks away. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, "She's hitting chicklets, isn't she?"
I don't know what that means.
Just like hitting good shots.
That's called chicklets.
Chicklets. Never heard that.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm not in a hockey circle at all by any means.
I'm a hockey guy.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Kind of have to. You look like you're in the movie Slapshot.
I could tell you another one.
We could
Another
just
player. Oh my god, kid's crazy.
okay. Do you want to go move on? Like say it.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, who to say on the Halloween theme? If you had to be one,
Killer,
yeah,
real life or fictional?
we can do both. I guess one of each. Who do you? Who do you think would be the biggest killer who's fictional? Like who would like really hit me? Because I mean, obviously, like you said, like Bundy, Dahmer, like those guys are like if you when you talk like serial killers, like those are the guys who always get named. Like,
are you talking about who would be the biggest real life killer if a fictional killer became real?
yeah, like
Chucky.
who would?
A fucking doll comes alive
Yeah,
and kills a bunch of people. That's the biggest one.
yeah, but don't you think like? But like even if that happened in like the 90s, don't you think by now like everyone would be like, "Oh, that was like a myth."
Mm-mm.
Like I think if there's no video proof or anything and it's just like, "Oh, a doll killed people." Like I think it would just become like a myth.
A doll comes alive and fucking slaughters a bunch of people.
Hmm.
Throws a woman out of a 8th-story building. I think that's gonna be pretty notable.
Really? I think it's Michael Myers.
I don't know.
I think when you think of like if you go nothing's more fearful than like this small town and it's just ravaged by this one dude who walks. Like just you're in your kitchen and all of a sudden you turn and it's just like your local mechanic standing there and just lifts you up with one arm.
And puts you through the wall.
Yeah.
With a fork.
Yeah, like knowing
What
that
about, like the boogeyman.
that's
No. Who's
oh.
the children of the corn? What do they call him? The guy with the big fucking wings. He like kills the school bus.
That's
Is that children?
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers. That one's interesting. If
He
only they
killed
could
a lot of people.
if only they could like make that that's like the same thing as Chucky though. Like that would just be a myth. Like people would be like, "No, that's not real."
I think anything that's like not believable would be the biggest one.
See, that's where we're opposite, right? I keep being opposite. Is like you'd be more like, oh my god, the paranormal is way scary. Like I've never left a paranormal movie and been like,
No, but
scary.
your whole
I've
whole
left-
preface of this argument was you said if they were real,
Yeah.
who would be the biggest one? So I'm assuming everybody knows it's real. Chucky, a fucking
But you
little
also-
doll
but-
murders a bunch of
but
people.
no one goes, Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't real. Like if it was just like reported, like
Okay, but I'm saying hypothetically, everybody knows this killer was real.
okay,
The most famous one would be Chucky.
I don't know. I think we're on opposite sides here.
A fucking doll.
Mm-hmm.
A doll. A doll murders like 20-something people,
Mm-hmm.
including a kid in a woman in a wheelchair.
Wheelchairs. Hey. Doesn't matter if you're disabled. You can get it. It's 2022. Everyone can get it now. No race, no gender, no disability is safe. Everyone can get it. That would be good. I think there was
movie.
that would be great. That would be pretty good. That would be pretty entertaining to see. Just like I've made the movie. You do okay. It opens with It opens with a couple, biracial couple, opens a letter, and it's like, you've been invited to, the cultural embassy or so, I don't know, some event, and it's meant to bring like different walks of life and people together, and then all these people kind of collect into the building. And do you remember the movie The Belko Experiment?
Mm-hmm.
Where like the building shuts down and this entire office is just like everyone there can only be one survivor in the last hour. Everyone dies and the whole office starts to kill each other. It's like not like that, because you don't want a race war or disability. You don't want that. But there's just all of a sudden it locks down, or it's at a camp maybe. I don't know.
Hold on. Cabin in the Woods.
Wait, which one's that?
Government is killing them with experiment.
That's not Cabin in the Woods.
Is that Cabin in the Woods?
No.
That's Oh, wanna know a good one too?
Oh, it is. It is Cabin in the Woods. You're right. Yeah, where it's like the government has to kill a jock, a virgin, a stoner.
Yeah, but they use all these different like
yeah
monsters based off of what
you do. Yeah.
And then they find out, and it's the government.
Yeah, pleasing a god.
The biggest killer.
Yeah.
Or they didn't kill many people in the movie, but When a Stranger Calls. I know that's based on a true story.
Yeah.
But like, if it happened exactly that way, that's pretty fucked.
Mm-hmm. Did you see they're remaking that?
They are.
Yeah, they're
it's gonna be so good.
They've already signed that they're creating a new trilogy.
Of When a Stranger Calls?
No, sorry, Strangers. No, When a Stranger Calls.
The second Strangers was terrible.
They're basically, I think they're just like redoing the entire thing.
If they remade the first one, I'd be happy.
I think they're probably gonna kind of do elements of the first one.
But I don't like what they did with the second.
Well, yeah, the second one was junk because I think they just saw like everyone kind of want it, and then we're like,
they threw something together.
Let's do it. Yeah, and they just thought flashing lights and old characters.
Mm-hmm.
But what I also don't want is them to change like the look.
No,
the look is it.
The masks are perfect.
Just simple. We walked. The guy just has basically a sack. Just the dirty creepiness of it, of like that was in the back of his truck and he just poked eyes through it, and then the simplicity of the two girls of just like,
the doll masks.
Hey, we're on our way to this neighborhood to kill some people. Let's grab some masks at the dollar store. Like the simplicity of just came off, checked out.
And like, why'd you do it?
Checking you out.
Because you were home.
It's dark. That's a movie where it really sets up, like it uses the shadows so perfectly.
Yeah.
And just like the simplicity of like,
that's probably my favorite scary movie.
Yeah, that's see, that's what I'm saying. Like that's a movie where no matter what, I walk away like, boy, this could be me tonight. Like this dropping the fire detector.
Oh yeah.
Goes to check on something, come back, and it's on the chair she was standing on. Like that's such a small, like minor thing, and nothing really scary like about it. Like there's no pop out.
But it's like
nothing,
in your head, you're like, I didn't put that there.
It's the fact of right away you look at it, and it's like the classic thing of you go into your kitchen and you like put a knife on the counter, and then you come back and it's in the sink, and you're like,
I had a moment like that.
I didn't do that.
So almost a year ago, I got a piece of notebook paper and I wrote a bunch of goals. Right? Boom, 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 boom. I lost the paper. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I was having a pretty bad day today.
Poked my eye.
And I got 2 football, took off the jacket I was wearing, put on my windbreaker. Windbreaker I was wearing 2 days ago. What's in the pocket? The goals. I got this jacket maybe a few weeks ago. Wore it 2 days ago. Didn't put that in the pocket. Lost that months ago. Don't know how it was in my pocket zipped up. It was like a weird little, I don't know.
What were the goals?
One was to finish my degree, 205 pounds, go on vacation, save money. There was a couple more.
It'd be funny if like there was someone from England watching and there's like his goal is to get 205 pounds.
Do you want? I went down. I was 198. Now I'm back up.
What a broke mate.
What a broke mate. That's sad.
Yeah.
205 pounds. Hey, we all live in different lives, right, Tarod?
Yeah.
Tarod's living like, what, 7 pounds over there? But you know the song where Glenn gets shot in Strangers, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one, I listen to the song all the time now. It's so creepy in the movie.
Can you play? I don't.
You're going to have to mute it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
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 Hold on. Bum, bum.
Yeah.
It's so creepy in the movie, but it's actually a really good song.
Yeah, well, what they do, I think how the perfect like way to do it is it plays normal, it's fine, and then stuff happens.
Yeah, the snap palpable crack.
Then it comes back later on.
Has character.
And then then you hear
into the violin. And then it gets stuck at the end, and it's like, dude, goosebumps.
That's a hard movie to replicate.
Because you can't use the same song.
In follow-up. It's not even the song. Just
I would like to see if they did reuse or like remake the movie and use a different song. I would say a Johnny Cash song would work good.
Well, they're not gonna remake it and just do everything just slightly different.
Well, no, because you have to have that. The music was a huge component of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
The score was insane.
I think part of the issue with the sequel is I think it was just too bright. Like the other ones it was
candlelit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was just so dark. Like there's a lot of blacks, browns, like streetlight orange to it. And then it was just like the characters also like there was so much like pain and sympathy already to them.
Yeah,
and then
they were going through.
Then you throw that on, where like the second one it was just like
it was a family on vacation and like
and then
sister,
then you find out like an uncle is already dead who was murdered and you never met them, so you're like, okay.
Ooh, that's another good movie. The Grandparents or The Visit. I think it's called The Visit, where the two kids.
Is that like the Hansel and Gretel like horror version?
So they go to see their grandparents who they've never met, and so they take a bus there, and they're living there for like a few weeks, and then they're video chatting the mom, and she goes, "Who is that?" It's Grandma. What the fuck are you talking about? That's not your grandma. And it turns out that two crazy people escaped from a mental hospital and killed their grandparents.
Yeah, and then they were like under the deck
murdered him, like put him under the barn or something. It's like, and the guy was wearing diapers. It was wild.
I hadn't seen it, and someone I think told me about it because they were like, "Oh, it's really good," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't even watch it," and they were like, "Oh, well,
it was good."
Spoiler.
Yeah, that's wild.
What's the worst murder in a movie? Death? What's the worst death?
I wish you prepped me for these questions.
In a movie.
The worst. Oh, you know, Final Destination, where the dude gets his fucking intestines sucked out in the hot tub.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, dude, imagine just going to the bottom of your pool, then the pool literally sucks everything out of your asshole.
Yeah, but see, I mean, those are like scary, but you're never
but you're drowning and your body's being emptied, and then the pool's filling up at top with your fucking intestines.
I don't know.
So you're not just drowning in water. At a certain point, you're drowning in your fucking your chest cavity. I don't know.
See, the one that always gets me is, I mean, it's recent, but it's the Halloween Kills. And I can't remember the girl's name, but her boyfriend.
When he gets put on the post?
Just in general, his death in general, because he's just like standing there. And then he just gets like smashed through the railing.
I don't think I know Oh, wait, I do know what you're talking. Yeah.
And he just gets like.
Just beat the fuck up for no reason.
And then just boom, 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 boom. boom, boom, or like, and then run through railings, and she's just like sitting there watching it. So like he's also conscious.
Mm-hmm.
So like just for your point of view, like your ass is just getting rifled through wood beams while your girlfriend watches crying, and like you're not escaping this.
Yeah.
And then just like bam, bam, bam.
Just getting your ass absolutely.
Yeah,
handed
and
to
like his neck's clearly broken. He drops him
Yeah.
there, and like
you. Okay, I do remember that.
you're like, oh my god, he's oh my. I literally for a moment was like, oh my god, he's gonna live,
Yeah.
because I was like, oh my god, yes.
And then
I
right?
think he like puts his throat into like a broken beam,
yeah.
and then I was just like, oh, he's dead. Because right before that he found his dead dad.
Yeah. Like hanging from the. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So not only are you like, oh my god, my dad's dead, and then
But
you're
you
like,
get
oh my god,
slaughtered.
I'm getting beat.
One what a bad one too. The first kill in the It Volume 2 with the gay guy.
That one's
Where
just like
he gets beat by the trailer trash people.
like
starts to drown.
brutally, yeah.
Yeah, and then the clown gets him.
Barely saves himself, and then
Yeah, and just you get beat up, save yourself from drowning, and then just to get eaten.
That
by
is,
a clown.
I remember watching that and was like, oh
That's
my god,
brutal.
I'm so bummed.
Yeah, because I thought he was gonna live.
Yeah, you see him get beat up, and you're like, oh, at least these bullies are gonna die.
Yeah,
and then the bullies don't die.
No, and nothing ever happens to them.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens to them.
Oh,
Stephen King likes homophobes.
Stephen King. What a
Kings.
dick. What a dick.
Oh, what's that other Steve? Misery, with the writer. He crashes his car and a fan finds him.
Yeah.
And his legs are broken.
Mm-hmm. And she like takes care of him, but it's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, just fucking weird as shit.
yeah.
That's a good one.
That's tough too to like. God, could you imagine the fear of being stalked?
Mm-mm.
Like, that's such a scary thought of like someone knows everything about your day.
And you don't know.
Better than you, because you do things like without thinking,
Mhm.
and they're just like, there they are doing it. 2:33. Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
and not knowing.
there's some Criminal Minds episodes like that, and it's like there's some Criminal Minds episodes that I've seen that are scarier than horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's one like that where this. So it's about an apartment building, a whole apartment building. People keep dying in the building, and this woman's like, I think the person's obsessed with me. And they go in her room and they find a bunch of cameras, and then they finally find that under her bed there's a hole that not her ex-boyfriend drilled, but someone that was obsessed with her ex-boyfriend had drilled in her floor to live in there, so he could listen to him with the girl. So it's like, oh, there's a guy that's obsessed with her, and then there's a twist at the end where it's like, nope, guy's obsessed with him. Crazy.
Stalking and just all that, like, it's
That's
so scary. Yeah,
that is like the When a Stranger Calls. That's stalking.
it is. I think it's tough to do.
Wasn't in real life that was like a gym teacher or something? It was like her gym teacher.
Yeah, it was someone random. That's what's even like, especially when you find out, like, it's just like.
Like, imagine it being someone that you were like close with, and then it's like they had known me before I knew them.
Have you seen the other kind of concept that's so scary is the Hulu show The Patient?
That is terrifying.
Where
wait, there's a new episode out today.
Yeah, where
Steve Carell's awesome in this so far.
Yeah, I really like Steve Carell as just like this serious, because he plays in another show where he's a news anchor.
Anchorman? That's a movie.
No, where he's a news anchor, like Good Morning America kind of thing.
Okay.
With the girl from Friends. It's very good too, but Steve Carell is like a therapist and gets kidnapped by this guy. And he just like all of a sudden shows up with this other guy who just was somewhat rude to him.
Yeah, don't
at his
spoil
day at work.
because it's still fresh.
Whatever. I'll put a little thing. Spoiler. Get over it.
I haven't watched the new episode,
I haven't either because it's today.
but I don't know.
But it's just like to that guy, like, it's, I think they said it's like, oh, it's been like 3 weeks. So to, like him, like he does. There's people I met today who I don't remember. So it's like that person today in 2 weeks kidnaps me and just like keeps me locked up. So like you don't even know who it is. You don't remember, but like they have this much hatred and rage for you, and you're like so annoyed. Like that's so.
Do you think you've ever been stalked? Whether it be like online.
What do you define stalk? Because like if it's just like I wonder what this dude's doing.
No, like someone's constantly like checking your page, looking for you, like for more than 6 months.
6 months. Oh, that's a chunk. I don't think so. I think people get over me pretty quick.
You don't think no one's ever checked your page every day for 6 months?
No, I think people get over me pretty quick.
I think I've been stalked.
I don't think so.
I think I've been stalked.
By
everyone.
Oh.
By you. I know you stalk me.
Couldn't even tell you. It's pretty.
Josh.
I think the. Who, me?
You're not stalking me?
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty easy to stalk somebody right now.
It is, yeah. You can.
We're gonna be honest. Like, if I want to stalk you, I'll stalk you. I know where you are right now. You're on the channel. I got you. I got you. Your IP address. I'm coming.
You've got the virus. Stop, Frank. I got it.
Have you?
I tested positive. You've got the virus.
It's not Halloween related, but have you watched the Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds soccer docu?
I haven't. I heard that's good.
It's really cool. It really makes you like soccer, even though they're like not even a good team.
I don't really like soccer.
I don't either, but I like watching it because you really only get like the highlights and the drama of it.
But I have a game on my phone that's soccer, and I like that.
No, I'm good.
But I don't know. I'm not good with my feet.
I probably would have been like a good goalie. I think.
I don't know.
Back in the day, I'm probably not right now, but.
Well, I mean, you'd fill the goal right now.
I would. There would be nothing there, but. But have you? I think about this a lot too. Is like what activities or things you'd be like incredible at that you've never done. Like I talked about this with somebody, and I was like, "What if you're like, yeah, like what if you're an amazing like it was just an easy example like tennis. Like what if you're an all-star like imagine if Venus and Serena Williams like never actually did tennis like."
Who's to say that they wouldn't be better at bowling?
Maybe. Exactly, though. Like, what if their best sport or, like talent is something they didn't do?
Yeah.
Like, I could be a badminton champion. I could be the Michael Jordan of badminton.
I don't think so.
But, like, I didn't do it. It doesn't create the argument of, like, try everything, but it's like, there's a lot, so.
I mean, I only tried, like, 3 or 4 sports. Football, lacrosse, baseball.
You weren't good at any.
Better than you at all of them. Name one sport you were better at me then.
The only thing you could beat me in is lacrosse. That's because I never even tried. But I would you'd never score.
That's a lie.
I would bulldoze you. I'd bully you.
Only thing I think you'd be better than me at is baseball.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Everything.
Nope. I beat you in volleyball. I beat you in basketball.
Mm-mm.
Last time we played volleyball, I won. Last time we played basketball, I won.
No.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Basketball, I was sick.
You were overweight. You are overweight.
I was.
You were not sick. No.
I was sick.
You getting out of breath after running 20 steps is not sick. That's out of shape.
I was
That's
sick.
not. No, you weren't sick.
Volleyball, I was drunk and had a weak team.
Everybody was drunk.
No.
Joshua.
We had this argument about it too.
Oh my God.
My entire team was drunk and literally I was taking shot breaks.
Dude, shut up. You are wrong. You're
barefoot,
wrong.
and I almost put myself in a chair. I almost crippled myself. I was almost Stephen Hawkins. I went up, hit it, or no, I ran, went back, hit it up, fell backwards, and then our garden wood thing went right on the back of my neck, and I remember I landed, and I was like, wow, if I put a little more force down, like, I would put a real damper on this party. Nothing ruins a party like someone crippling themselves. Oof.
Either way, I'm better than you
No.
at a lot of things.
Mm-mm.
Most things.
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
I know so.
Mm-mm.
You go outside and play basketball. I'm sick right now. Is that my excuse?
I'm also sick though.
You're not as sick as I am.
Oh my! You're not as sick as me.
Evens out.
Sure.
Because you're more out of shape than I'm out of shape.
Okay. Yeah, I said this the other day. It's so much for me getting yoked before Christmas this
right?
Christmas. I completely forgot until
Hey,
like
we have that on video. You said you were going to be at a certain weight.
when? When did I say that?
I think one of the first episodes when you said you wanted to run a marathon by January. Second of all, where are you going to find a marathon in January?
I didn't say I was gonna run a marathon on January.
I don't know. I already got a gift for you for Christmas, and it's really funny.
Oh, okay. Let's hope I'm not yoked.
You're not gonna,
Then it won't be that funny, I bet.
you're not. If you can touch 210, you can't touch 210 by Christmas. What are you right now? 235?
Probably like 245,
245?
I bet. I don't know. I haven't weighed myself in forever. We'll save
Sober
side.
October.
All right. So what? So let's say I get to 210.
That's only 35 pounds in two. That's kind of a lot.
That's not a lot.
That's kind of a lot.
No.
Yes.
By Christmas Eve. Hold on. Let's do this.
Isn't Christmas on the 26th?
81 days. So 80 days.
You have 80 days to lose 35 pounds.
Hypothetically 35 to 40 pounds.
Let's say.
Oh, hey, you see that
That means you have
earth?
to lose 2 pounds a day.
That's light work. That's fucking light work, my man.
That means you just had to skip like one meal.
What are you talking about? I'll just double down. I'll go to like 180.
You haven't been 180 since you were like 16. You're probably 160.
I can't remember. I was like I used to be like super thin, so it used to be like a real weird
I know
light
your
number.
face looked really weird on your body
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah, my arms always looked weird because they were so like thin but really long.
Lanky,
Yeah.
lanky ass motherfucker.
Yeah. You'd be like Slender Man walking. Gee, that's a frightening thing too.
That is a frightening thing.
That used to be a real fear because
Slender Man?
I was in middle school when that came out, and it was probably the best
Sorry.
like introduction to it. You can stop that. Because I was at a friend's house and he lived, then we went to another friend's house and he lived 3 houses side and then 4 houses down. So it was like a corner we had to go around and then houses down. So we go to his house to hang out and he was like, yo, you guys want to play this game? Like it's online. It's pretty crazy. And so we played the original Slender Man. We hooked his computer up to the TV. No one was home. We blacked out curtains, his entire living room, turned all the lights off, and just had that up and then their big screen and just all sat and slightly moved around. And like, I don't know. I guess maybe the game's not that scary now when you put it up, but it's just like the like lurking of it and lurking and like the prey of the game.
You're so cool.
Yeah. And then
so cool, Josh.
And then we had to go back to his house, but it was like 1 a.m. Like, oh, fuck. So we go outside, and it's just a dark dirt road except for a street light at the corner of the road. Oh, fuck. Like, we don't really want to go to that. So we run all the way up to it, and then we're like, all right, let's just skip through people's backyards. Like, it'll be so much quicker. It'll be a little less scary, I guess, than walking down a road. So we like
Disagree.
go to well, I mean, it also was worse because then we like kind of walked through the first person's yard, and then like we could hear someone in a backyard, so we're like, oh god. So we like tried to creep, and then someone had a backyard sensor light.
Yeah.
So that flicks on, and we're like, oh my fuck, and then ripped it. And then like are tripping, and then so I have to run 4 houses into his backyard. It was tough. It was really scary.
Sounds scary.
Yep. Do you have a scary thing that always hits you?
Not really.
You've never had a little like...
Scared of cartwheels.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm just kidding.
You don't have anything that ever puts that like... I mean, that doesn't hit like a pit in my chest or anything.
Like a story that like takes me back to the moment.
Yeah, I guess. Because I mean, now like looking back at that, like that was fun and it was funny, but like in the moment, like that was, we were so actually scared, because it's like that game was real, like, and you're in like 6th, 7th grade, so like your mind is always like, oh, well, I don't know what's real.
I probably do. I can't think of anything, but there's a mom tells this story, and it scares the shit out of me. It was like one of our aunt's birthdays, and they had a tent outside. And they're playing like Truth or Dare, her and a bunch of friends, and I dare you to go outside and run around the house. So one of the friends unzips the tent, steps out, and in the backyard there was that huge hill. And they looked up the hill, and there was someone standing at the top of the hill. And they all fucking run inside. Tell Pup comes out with a shotgun. One of those ones, right? Goes outside with the German Shepherds, lets the boys loose. Never found out who it was. But then a few weeks later, someone almost got kidnapped down the street. So I don't know. That's just like a creepy story I always think about. What's another one? I don't know. I don't think I have any really. I probably do, but
Probably not.
oh, there was one time where we had a bunch of people staying here, and there was an individual who was bothering us, someone that was staying in the house, and we were like, you can't come anywhere near the house, and we were gonna like get a what do you call it?
Restraining order?
Restraining order. I'm walking, just for whatever reason I look outside. He fucking bolts across our backyard. Do you remember this?
No.
And then you ended up scaring the shit out of us later.
Mm.
Because I told Mom. So me.
Are you talking about when everyone was looking out the window?
Mm-hmm. And you came and slapped the window.
That was also because there were like chairs holding up the fence of our backyard. Mm-hmm. And someone kept saying that like the chairs kept being moved and certain things in the yard were being moved. So then everyone kind of like looked out the bathroom window into the dark yard.
And the night I was like, I just saw him run across our backyard.
Yeah. You're right. You thought you saw somebody. So everyone's also looking to see like where things are. So and I go into the bathroom where you all are, and I just sit in the doorway and I look and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people all just like crouched around the bathroom window, and I go,
good opportunity.
That bathroom window is a little high, but I bet I could get there. So barefooted, I run as fast as I can out to the back door, slide it open, slide it closed, and I tiptoe speed walk my way all the way. I creep onto the bulkhead, and I just like kind of slightly look, and I see all of you are still there. And it was probably the best scare, and I can't believe I didn't record it, because this was in like the big time where I used to record scaring people all the time.
This was probably the best scare you've gotten
ever,
because I screamed.
Everyone.
I had a baseball bat and I dropped it. That's how scared I was.
It was so bad. I creeped my head just slightly and then slammed on the glass. And as I did it,
screams.
I got the perfect view of each person just and everyone just scatter like Ratatouille when you come into the kitchen, and everyone just scatters.
Nobody went to fight. Everyone went to flight.
Yeah. There was no fight in that bathroom. No hands were being thrown. It's probably a good thing.
The baseball bat. I was like, where'd it go?
Yeah, and I mean, I got everyone so good that I made someone have a panic attack.
Yes, you gave them an actual anxiety
attack.
A
legit anxiety attack.
Like, they were on the verge, like, they were shaking. Yeah. Every part of their body was blood red.
Like, couldn't, yeah. And, like, I got like everyone's now all of a sudden I was an asshole.
It was so funny.
It was really everyone did laugh. Everyone thought it was super funny.
Except the person having anxiety.
Well, they did think it was good too, but it was like
it was hours.
after.
They were not all right for hours.
Yeah, like it really shook them up. I was like, I really rung that bell.
They were the farthest person from the window.
Farthest,
too.
yeah.
So like,
but I don't blame like everyone's like slight anxiety of like
already,
oh my
like,
because
someone's
everyone
back
kind of
there.
like was playful with it like oh my god someone's moving that's crazy we should get and like was talking about getting cameras for outside.
Oh, we need to put the camera on the front door because there's packages being stolen all over Pennacook.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But
we know it's you.
Hey, if you broke into the house
And you're stealing our packages.
or what was it?
Stalking. Loving.
No, the sneaker place.
Leola.
If you broke into our house, Leola. I don't know. Even though
The shoe store.
yeah,
The nice store with the nice fellas.
yeah, who don't respond. And stealing packages. That's fucked up. Don't do that. Michael Myers is gonna come for you. Chucky's gonna come from you. Or maybe just Wayne's World.
Wayne and Garth.
Maybe we'll come.
That's what you don't want, dog.
I'll take a couple strings off. Me and Tyrod, we'll get a little wild.
You don't want that smoke, dog.
No.
You want me to come on your block?
But all right. Well, this is the first of 4. We got some good stuff planned. It'll be exciting.
Any advice?
Stop stealing stuff. Don't steal stuff.
It's easier to keep up than catch up.
I don't know. It's debatable, but
If you saw my coursework, you would understand.
Sounds tough.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I'm taking this off.